Once upon a time, in the land of Babylon, there lived a wise king whose name was Balthazar. He wore a fine crown upon his head and rode a strong horse. One night Balthazar was gazing at the stars and noticed a new star. Curious, he went to his library for answers. There, he discovered that the star meant that a great king had been born. "I must go and see this great king," he thought. And so King Balthazar packed a gift, mounted his horse, and set off toward the star. Meanwhile, as Balthazar was looking up at the star, King Melchior was doing the same in Persia. He also wore a fine crown, but he rode a camel with 2 humps. He knew what the star meant, and so he packed a gift, mounted his camel, and set off toward it. In India, King Caspar was also looking at the new star. He also wore a fine crown, but he rode a ginormous elephant. He packed a gift, mounted his elephant, and set off toward the star. The 3 kings traveled night by night, following the star. After a few weeks, they met up on the road. After a few more weeks, they came to the land of Israel and asked for directions to the king's palace. "You want Jerusalem," a farmer said. "That's where King Herod lives." When the kings came to the palace, King Herod agreed to see them at once. King Herod also wore a fine crown, but adjusted it nervously. The 3 kings said to him, "Where's the child who's been born King of the Jews? We have seen his new star and have come to give him gifts." "No king's been born here," said Herod. "But wait, while I consult my local experts." Herod called for the scribes and the chief priests and asked them where a great king would be born, according to the ancient prophecies. "Very near Jerusalem, but not in it," they said. "Try a few miles down the road in Bethlehem." So King Herod said to the 3 kings, "Go to Bethlehem and search for the child. When you find him, bring me word, so that I may also go to see him and give him gifts." The 3 kings mounted the horse, the camel, and the elephant, and set off to Bethlehem. There, they saw that the star had stopped over a stable. When they went inside, they found the child who was the king of the world. They gave him their gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. That night, while they slept, all 3 kings had the same dream of an angel warning them not to go back to Herod. So in the morning they mounted the horse, the camel, and the elephant, and set off to their homes.